What's happening, Cup Bangers? How are you? December 21st, 2015. My name is Alejandro, and let's talk about cars, yo. Alright, so today's episode, I wanted to make it a little bit of a conversation piece about the goddamn Hellcat, aka Hellgato. I got Hellgato exactly a year ago. I was on Facebook this morning, like every other loser that I know, where I spend most of my life, basically. And I went on this day app that they have, which shows you whatever you did that day every other year, right? So apparently, first of all, I post a lot of things, and a lot of them from like 3 years and on behind is really annoying. So yeah, you should go check your shit. Second of all, I realized that a year ago exactly is when I got delivered my Hellcat, the white one. The gray one never made it home. I was able to get rid of it before it made it here. So how's it been after a year with all the transformation that Hellgato went through? Because what I found that was interesting was I found the reasons why I love the car when I saw the post. So I want to share those reasons that I love the car in the first hour that I drove the car and see how they compare to today. And then let's talk about wraps and let's talk about cars, yo, in general. So, sorry that I'm driving, I'm not texting, I'm just reading. So it's not like driving and texting. So number one, it's massive. That's what I wrote in there first. Yeah, it's still massive, and we're not talking about King Kong's dick. We're talking about the Hellcat. It's huge everywhere you look, but that's a good thing. Why? Because you have all the space in the world inside on a coupe, kind of like an S63 coupe or an S550 coupe. It's kind of like a similar feel as far as space goes. Don't say layout or anything else, okay? So that's one. I'm still good with the space. I'm still happy with how massive it is. Let's go with number two. It sounds really, really well. Yeah, no shit, Alejandro. It does. It doesn't require a car expert to tell you that. The car sounds absolutely bunkers. This is actually the only car that, aside from the DBS that I had a while back, that I turned on the car and my wife was just there and she goes, holy fuck, that thing sounds so manly and badass. So, yeah, it did its work. Number three, visibility is surprisingly great. It is. You can see all around, see behind you, but I guess I'm used to like really, really small cars, so yeah, this is pretty good. Not a lot of blind spots. There's kind of one right there, but it's not a big deal. If you're just paying a little bit of attention, you can get over it, no problem. The color combo is sexy. Well, that is completely different now. Yeah, we wrapped the car. Sticker City took care of this. It took him a couple of weeks actually to get it done because of the design. Love the design, love the wrap, completely different, and we'll talk about why I wrap my cars once I'm done with this. So yeah, stick around or not. So the another positive note that I found is the reaction time for the throttle. So throttle respawn, which is pretty damn good, I'd say still. It's a car with a big engine, so every time that you step on it a little bit, you're giving it the right input. I mean, it's awesome in every way, shape, or form that you can possibly imagine. And again, it comes together with that noise. I mean, just one little tap. Oh. The good old supercharger whine, which is not to be confused with my wife's whine, which is completely different and unrelated. I hope she's not watching this, by the way. This one is awesome. Everything about it just makes you want to drive it as fast as you can, which would be in a straight line. Anyone buying this car because they think they can go around the circuit and be fast and the car will handle is a moron. You're buying this car because you want to go fast, because it's a big car, because you can fit everyone, and because it has 4 fucking cup holders. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big deal in this world. It's pretty comfortable, it's one of them, and I have to say, the damn thing is pretty comfortable. It's big, the seats are not like racing seats whatsoever, there's a load of cushion here, you got your butt warmer, your butt coolers, you got a radio that's pretty easy to use, everything. It's very, very comfortable. It's a huge car to drive around a small city, it's not right, But hey, if you have the space, you have the patience, God, this is the right place to be. So how does it rate compared to last year? I think I love this car even more now that I'm going through everything 2,000 miles later, and I can tell that Horatio Pagani was on this car, maybe against his will. I'm not gonna say maybe he was, you know, he wanted to be in it, so that makes it a little bit more special for me. Sadly, I don't think I can keep it. I'm 2,000 miles now into the car. It's great and all, but I never drive it. Now with the whole Porsche bullshit thing that I got going on, well, I like to pretend that I got going on. But one of my favorite features about this car that I haven't mentioned really, and it was not on my post, is that keyless start and go. Why can't we just put that on every single car automatically without me going with third-party people? Isn't it awesome whenever it's cold, you turn on your car, you just wait, and then get in it and everything is ready, set to go? Come on, that's an amazing one. Yes, I am a child that likes dumb shit. Alright, and now moving on to the next part of the video, which is why I wrap my cars into craziest things ever, and then every time I post a picture of it, you guys say it's ruined and whatever. This has been going on for a little bit. I'd say 3 years ago I started, I actually met Dean from Sticker City because I wanted to wrap my car. I called a bunch of companies, they all wanted to rate me, and I ended up going with Dean at Sticker City because he was the only one that gave me a quote that didn't make any noise about how ridiculous it was for the time the labor was. So I went with Dean and he did my C63 AMG Black Series that I had. That was an awesome car, by the way. I used it and I wrapped it like that because I wanted to use it as a little bit of promotion for our website that I was coming out with, that I came out with. Long story short, whatever, didn't work out. So moving on. From there, I was able to finally get an Aventador, and at that time I said, wow, I really want to do something special to it. And blue is my favorite color. I'm a huge New York Giants fan, football team. So I went with chrome blue. That was the first thing ever, and they took the car to SEMA, and it was I think it was the first chrome blue Aventador that existed, which was kind of cool, and it looked insane the moment I saw it in person at SEMA. I remember that was great. And then it was the Arab Aventador, and then everything else that you guys have seen. It's probably rolling right now if Pedra's back to do the graphics. But the reason why I started wrapping my cars was I started doing the Instagram thing. I was on Instagram just like a regular person, you know, liking pictures of cats and dogs because I'm creepy like that. The reason why I started wrapping these cars was publicity, one, for the website, and then two, I opened a regular Instagram account just like everyone else because I, you know, wanted to be friends with my friends, like their pictures and shit, all that good stuff. And I started posting pictures of the blue one, and actually during SEMA, a lot of people started tagging me on those pictures on the blue car, and it kind of like started becoming its own thing. So because I already post a lot of dumb stuff that you guys read and say, oh wow, what a retard, like that, people saw it and they were like, oh, this is something. So from there, I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity that I saw, and it was presenting itself because I've done the YouTube thing before. And I said, well, apparently there's a way where I don't even have to put my name on a car. I can just wrap it in a distinctive way and people will know it's mine. Because later on, I bought a white Aventador and I loved it in white, and I put amazing wheels on it and an amazing carbon fiber body kit and everything on it. And posted a picture, and there was another one identical to my car. The only different things were the wheels, but not that big of a difference. And everyone was tagging the other dude at the same time that they were tagging me on his pictures. So I put like 2 black lines on the car, and then still the same thing would happen. Everyone thought that the same dude had like black lines on his car. And I figured, why not do something special? Something that people will look at and say, oh, that's that fucking asshole that I hate on Instagram or on YouTube. So I did, and that's where the whole wrapping thing became a thing for me. And until now, and I'm very happy to say, it worked out pretty damn well. You guys and some of the people get to see my cars. It sounds like such a tool bag, by the way. Some people get to see the cars and they're like, oh, it's that asshole without taste, Alejandro. And it is. But now things are about to change. I think now that I got my Instagram thing going and I was able to open a YouTube channel, which is really what I always wanted, so that I could host that Hyper 5 thing. Now that I got my YouTube channel rolling, now that I got other things to talk to you guys about, I don't think I need these insane raps. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy them, and every now and then when the right rap it comes for the right car, like Hellcat, I would still do it all over again. But on the 918, we're gonna classy things up. The garage is gonna look a little bit different. So now everything serves its purpose. You never know. And all the hate that you get, all the positive, just remember one thing. There's not such thing as bad publicity unless you kill people and do shit like that. All the people telling me every single time, oh, I fucking hate his raps. It gets the conversation going, guys. Think outside of the box for any business you want to make. Once you get to that point, how do you differentiate yourself? So we did it with the raps, we did it with a twisted sense of humor, and now we're doing it on YouTube, doing different things that hopefully you guys enjoy. And I think I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I'm gonna go back to my house, cry myself to sleep, and I hope you guys enjoy. I forgot the penis points again. Damn it. I'm gonna add him though right now as I'm talking, so you guys can see that I do possess penis points, and you'll be getting those next week, okay? I promise. Thank you again so much for watching. Take care, guys. Hope you all have a wonderful day and a great end of your year. Thank you so much for joining me in this whole journey. Have a good one.